It's just mainstream, the fact that Putin and his cronies steal from the Russian people. That's what's happening in America today. And it's heartbreaking for me to say this. But in the first 6 months of the Trump presidency, Trump and Elon Musk and their billionaire friends have engaged in a stunning rampage of open public corruption.
Senator Christopher Murphy has issued one of the most scathing condemnations of corruption in modern American history. In a powerful speech, he laid out a disturbing pattern of unchecked power, financial self-dealing, and backroom deals between Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and their billionaire allies. His message is clear: corruption is no longer hiding in the shadows, it's happening right in front of us. And if we don't act now, it could become America's new normal. Senator Murphy compared the current political climate to a troubling trend in sports. He referenced former Boston Red Sox player Manny Ramirez, known for his unpredictable, often damaging behavior. Fans coined the phrase Manny being Manny, an acceptance that his reckless actions were just part of the game. Murphy warns that the same mindset is creeping into American politics. When misconduct happens so frequently, people stop reacting. They become numb. And when corruption is normalized, it no longer feels like corruption, even when it's harming the country.
Recent history is Manny Ramirez. Manny Ramirez was a good baseball player, but he had a habit of doing some pretty ridiculous things on the field and off the field that were really detrimental to the team. Some really bizarre on-field behavior, cutting off throws from other outfielders before they got to the infield, bizarre off-the-field behavior that disrupted the team. It became so regular that a phrase was adopted amongst the Red Sox fans: that's just Manny being Manny. Today, the world is littered with corrupt governments where the leaders and the really rich men who surround the leaders, the oligarchs, they steal from people. That's what they do. The leaders and the leaders' friends just keep a hand constantly in the government treasury, and they steal taxpayer dollars. They rig the rules of the economy in order to make themselves fabulously rich. They hurt.
One of the biggest red flags, according to Murphy, is the unprecedented power Elon Musk now wields inside the federal government. Within weeks of Trump taking office, we saw a series of policy changes that directly benefited Musk and his businesses. For example, in February, Musk's personal representatives gained private access to sensitive enforcement data from the Department of Labor, data that could impact ongoing investigations into labor violations at Musk's companies.
The things that have happened over the last 6 weeks are unprecedented. The president and his billionaire friends are not supposed to steal from us. They are not supposed to use their power and their access to power.
Meanwhile, federal agencies responsible for oversight, such as the National Labor Relations Board, have been strategically dismantled, leaving billionaires like Musk free to operate without accountability. Murphy also pointed to an outrageous revelation: business executives are now being directly offered private meetings with Trump for $5 million. In other words, if you have the money, you can buy access to the most powerful person in the country. This is the definition of pay-to-play politics. Murphy argues that this is no different from how oligarchs operate in corrupt regimes, where access to leadership is reserved for the highest bidder. Another shocking claim Murphy made: Trump's administration has turned government agencies into weapons, punishing critics while protecting allies. January 27th, Trump fired 17 inspectors general, the officials responsible for investigating corruption inside government agencies. February 23rd, the Department of Justice dropped a case against SpaceX, owned by Musk. February 19th, the IRS announced mass layoffs, cutting key teams responsible for auditing billionaires and large corporations. Murphy warns that these aren't random acts. They're calculated moves designed to weaken oversight, allowing Trump's inner circle to operate with impunity. Perhaps the most brazen example of corruption, Murphy says, is the Trump meme coin, a cryptocurrency that effectively allows anonymous individuals, including foreign oligarchs, to funnel money directly to Trump. According to Murphy, this is essentially a digital bribe. Anyone seeking influence, whether a corporate CEO or a foreign government, can buy up Trump's coin, artificially inflate its value, and send a clear message: I helped you get richer. Now help me in return. Senator Murphy warns that this level of corruption is intentional. It's designed to overwhelm the public, to create so many scandals, so quickly, that people stop paying attention. He argues that democracy doesn't collapse overnight. It erodes piece by piece when corruption becomes normal. And right now, Trump and Musk are betting that Americans will become so desensitized that they'll simply accept it. Murphy's message is clear: we have a choice. We can either accept corruption as the new reality, or we can fight back, demand transparency, and hold our leaders accountable. What do you think? Are we witnessing the normalization of corruption, or is there still time to change course? Let us know in the comments. And if you believe in accountability, make sure to like and share this video, because the more people who stay informed, the harder it becomes for corruption to thrive.